For those of you who like it spicy, okay, you can actually chew on this, roasted red dried chili, but I'm not going to do that. I'm not a fan of spicy food, so let's go and try this now. Before that, let's add some clarified butter. This is real clarified butter. Clarified butter here. Wow. Okay, let's pour some over. Okay. Let's try this now. Wow. Looks awesome. Wow. Wow. Look at the okra. Look at the okra. Wow, this is nice with the clarified butter. So yummy. Let's add some of the papadum. Okay, crack this papadum. Okay, put it inside there. You know, this is a real vegetarian meal. You know, really vegetarian. Reminds me of my younger days. Cut that. Cut that. Wow. Really awesome.
Hi, greetings. Vanakkam. We meet again. Last year there were very many requests from a lot of you for us to do some simple dishes for 2 people. Okay, so beginning this year, this will be our new series of vlogs. We'll try to do as many as possible, and we have called this Cook for 2 Contemporary Curry Classics. On the first of this series, we have done a vegetarian dish. This is actually okra lentil stew, ladies' fingers. We call this Vendekai Sambar in Tamil. It's a South Indian special. Most Tamilians like to prepare this dish for their fasting days, especially on Fridays. Let's try this. Those of you who prefer to have it spicy, you can have a crack at this roasted dried chili. Okay, we are doing this. We are eating this with some papadum. If you like this recipe, this is really awesome. It's really awesome. If you like this recipe, please do try it at home, and please comment, subscribe, and press the bell button, and give it a thumbs up if you really like the taste of this recipe. Okay, thank you for being with us. Bye bye.
Take 4 tablespoons of thoor dal, 3 tablespoons of moong dal, and 1 tablespoon of chana dal. Mix all these lentils into a pot. Wash and clean all these lentils. Remove any stones or impurities. Add 5 cups of mineral water to the lentils that we just washed and cleaned. Make sure the water looks like crystal clear. Add half teaspoon heaped rock salt. Add half teaspoon heaped turmeric powder. Stir, mix well, and cook the lentils. We will go on to prepare the other ingredients while the lentils are being cooked. We'll need about 250 grams of okra or lady's finger, about 9 to 10 cherry tomatoes, a medium sized onion, red or yellow will do. We'll only be using half of it, about 3 cloves of garlic,
about 3 cm of ginger, 1 teaspoon heaped tamarind with seeds, and half teaspoon of mustard seeds, and 1 teaspoon of urad dal. And we'll need a spice mix of quarter teaspoon of cumin, a pinch of coriander seeds, a quarter teaspoon of fennel seeds, quarter teaspoon of black pepper, a quarter teaspoon of fenugreek, and a quarter teaspoon asafoetida powder. 2 or 3 dried red chillies, and of course a sprig of curry leaves. We'll cut the okra or lady's fingers into bite sizes of about 3 cm lengths, half the cherry tomatoes, and cleave the ginger into thin slices. Julienne the onion, we'll use only half of it, and crush and chop the garlic into small pieces, and use about half cup of water to extract some juice from the tamarind. By the time we get these ingredients prepared, the lentils should be cooked nicely, and we can take it off the stove and put it aside. Our ingredients are ready, and we can start cooking. We'll start by roasting the dried red chilies. This is for those of you who like some spicy taste. So we'll roast this and keep this aside. Add 1 tablespoon heaped clarified butter, that is ghee. You can also substitute this with some cooking oil of your liking. Pure ghee will get burnt very easily, so lower down the heat of your stove to a lower heat. Add in the mustard seeds. When you start to splutter, cover it so that your kitchen floor doesn't get messy. Now add in the urad dal and keep stirring so that the condiments don't get burnt. Add in the mixed spices except the asafoetida powder and mix well. Keep stirring, and then add in the crushed chopped garlic. Add in the sliced ginger. Keep stirring so that all these things don't get burnt. They can get burnt very easily. Add in the julienned half of onion. You can use even red onion. I'm using yellow onion here. It's a medium size, half of a medium size onion I'm using. Okay, keep stirring. Once the onion becomes translucent and wilted, throw in the curry leaves. You see the twig of the curry leaf also has got a lot of flavors in it, so we'll also throw the twig in and keep stirring. Okay, don't stop stirring, because all these things can get burnt very easily if just left there like that on the very hot pot. Okay, now once the thing is coming to a nice aroma, we add in the asafoetida powder, and then mix well, and take some of these temperings to actually garnish later when the stew is ready. Add in the okra and keep stirring so that it gets gets glazed and by the ghee or your cooking oil. Once it's about half cooked, we can remove about half of it. The idea is to make sure that we get some crunchy okra too. Just now I added about another half teaspoon of salt to the okra. Okay, keep stirring. Once the okra is about half cooked, we'll remove about half of it and keep it aside. Okay. You have to be quick when we are doing this, because if not, the spices will get burnt underneath. Okay, add in the cherry tomatoes and stir for a while until the tomatoes are about quarter cooked, and we'll remove about half of the tomatoes and keep that aside too. Okay, now that we have done that, we'll be having about a bit of okra and tomato in the pot. Now we'll add in the lentils, the cooked lentils, which is like in a paste like state. We'll add that in and we'll start to cook this. Okay, we can now cook this on high. Okay, cook until the okra becomes soft and tender. Okay, keep stirring. Don't cover this. If you cover it, the okra will become dull in color. It won't look like a fresh green color. So don't cover it. Just keep stirring. After about 5 minutes, we'll take a piece of okra and taste it to see the suppleness of the okra. If the lady's finger is cooked, then I believe this is just nice. It's tasty. Okay. Now what we can do is the okra is soft and cooked nicely, and now is the correct time for us to add in the tamarind juice. Once we have added in the tamarind juice, we will actually simmer our lentil stew for another 3 minutes. Make sure we keep on stirring this lentil stew of ours for the 3-minute duration, so that the stew at the bottom of the pot doesn't get burnt. We will now add in the half-cooked okra or lady's finger, which we reserved earlier, together with the tomatoes. This will actually ensure that we get some crunchy and also nicely cooked okra and tomato pieces when we consume this stew or this sambar. Okay, now we'll garnish this stew or okra sambar with the tempering which we reserved earlier. It looks so awesome, and it's done. We can serve it now.